You shouldn't really be throwing anybody, not with that knee of yours.
But but anyway. Jed has been pointing a lot, literally pointing, like with his tail and his nose, his like little paw. He's been doing the pointing thing a lot. And the other day, he very clearly told me that he wanted to go for a walk. He hopped off of my bed and then kind of like trotted over to the corner where his harness sits on the floor. And he did his little like point thing where he like points his back leg and his nose and his paw goes up, and he pointed at his harness, literally pointed directly at it, put his nose down into it, and then took off running across the house. Took a few zoomies, a couple of good ones. I think he really wants to go for a walk, so I'm gonna take him on his own personal walk, which means that I have to take all of my dogs on their own personal walks this week now. He's never gone on a walk with a retractable harness, so it's gonna be a good time for him. I 100% should not have picked a white t-shirt today. I guarantee Jedidiah is gonna hop on my lap here any second now and get me covered in his fur. I decided to take him on an earlier walk than usual. Usually I'd wait until a little later in the day to take them on their walks, but I figured I'm up early for once, I might as well go. I am really excited to see how well Jedidiah does on his walk, considering he's never ever been on a walk with a retractable leash. I'm just interested to see, because usually he tries to set the pace for me, so he tries to walk faster. He generally walks quite a bit farther ahead of me, and so I'm really interested to see how that power dynamic works when he has the retractable leash with pretty much no resistance. If he does well, I might go and buy him one. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, usually I'm not up this early. I mean, it's 9 a.m. I'm usually not up until the late afternoon. I'm more on an overnight schedule right now. Gotta admit, it's nice to be up kind of early. I'll probably take a nap later on. We'll see how it goes. I'm also potentially looking into a new camera today, so we'll see how that goes too. I might drop Jed off at home and go off and look for a new camera, so we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. Off we go with the boy. I decided to go a little bit out of my way for this walk. Usually we'd go to the park next to my house, but I figured we'd take a longer stroll this time around. Bring it back. Hey, bring it back. Relax. But yeah, you know, I gotta admit, I'm not used to humidity, but the earlier it is, it's really not so bad. I am just the biggest diva when it comes to humidity. I can't stand it like even for a second, so the fact that I'm even able to be out here right now without complaining is nothing short of a miracle. Jed's doing a pretty good job so far about kind of staying within range of me. He's staying within, I don't know, like 3 or 4 feet of me. It's honestly really great. I'm super surprised because, again, he is the pack, well, other than me, you know, when he's with the other dogs, he's the pack leader. So he's usually kind of zooming to the front and trying to get ahead of everybody, but he's doing phenomenally well right now, surprising enough. You know, I find it funny, he kind of just ran into my house about 5 years ago when I lived in Denver, and he ran in, ate all the food in the bowl, and then jumped on the couch and just snugged up with me and never left. And I think it's kind of funny because they say your dog kind of mirrors your personality, and it's so funny that he and I found each other because the cicada out here. I believe that's cicada, but that's a lot. Whew. Anyway, it's interesting because Jedidiah and I found each other kind of just randomly, haphazardly, and he and I are so similar. He doesn't like to be talked down to. He's fiercely loyal, is incredibly stubborn, fairly intelligent, and very vocal. And I think that just about the majority of those could probably describe me as well. Come on, bub. Keep it coming. Let's keep that pace. We are just about halfway done with our walk. I usually like to take him for a good mile or so, approximately. At least initially. Sometimes we take him on 2, but we usually take him on, I don't know, anywhere from like 2 to 5 walks a week, and that just depends on how busy we are. Sometimes he'll get 2 walks in a day. I mean, it just depends. Jed is an especially pampered boy. He's probably the most well-behaved in the house. I'm gonna go ahead and finish this walk. I'll catch up with you guys later. So we just got back from our walk. Jed is tired. I mean, just look at him. He's just hanging out. I took Percy on a walk as well, but he's really camera shy, so there's not a lot of clips of him. Yeah, but Percy's a hard one to film, so you just take what you can get with him. Anyway, I ended up taking a trip out to Best Buy to look at some cameras, and I'm kind of torn between a Canon M50 and a Panasonic Lumix G7. They both seem like really good cameras. I've never really owned a dedicated camera before, you know, point and shoot or otherwise. And so I really don't know where to go with this one. I think I'm leaning towards the G7 because it's about $150 cheaper and it has comparable quality. So we'll end up seeing where it goes. I'll let you guys know when I end up making a decision. Either way, I'll catch you in a few days. Take it easy, guys.